I don't want to do. I don't want to do it about Skink Cow. I don't want to talk about it.
Fuck Skink Hell. I'll edit
Alright.
this part out. Anyways, so it's recording.
Oh, is it recording?
So just introduce yourself, sir. I'm a non-man. And who are you, sir?
I'm a survivor.
You know, you look like
I'm
you could be from Mad Max, maybe.
Oh, it's basically yeah. I'm here. I'm still here.
Fucking vendetta, bro. So, let's talk about your experiences, sir.
My experiences?
Yeah. Haven't you had some survival-esque events you would like to talk about, sir? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
Turn it over
I don't
to
think
you.
I've told you any of these. I mean, I'm an outdoorsman. I am an outdoorsman.
Well, just let me know what.
Well, I mean,
We're anonymous, so there's nothing. No one needs. Dude, no, hell no, no one's gonna know who the fuck you are.
oh
I mean,
no, yeah.
I guess
I mean,
someone's gonna know I have a beard.
you're only gonna recognize me from everywhere. I mean,
The only thing I could.
I mean,
distort our voices.
any one of us would know who I am,
If you
but
really wanted to be
Um,
anonymous, I could distort the voices, but.
yeah. Um,
Anyways, so let's get some topic, anything going.
the real story. I mean,
Maybe when you were trapped out in the woods, something like that. Has that ever happened to you?
I have a lot of those stories. I mean, I don't. It's not like something I've ever really
How about
talked.
the worst?
I talk about with most people. The worst?
Yeah, like the worst time.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of those. I mean, I've been stranded
Your
out.
most memorable one. How's
The
that?
most. I have a lot of those. I mean, I've been stranded out in the woods. I've run with coyotes. I've walked with coyotes. I've walked with like cougars.
Or maybe where you're gonna like freeze to death. Maybe something.
Yeah, I mean, I've been lost in the
A
woods, running the wild animals.
Like a mix of like.
One time I almost peed on a rattlesnake's face.
Fuck, dude.
I did it. I did the same thing with a baby mountain lion.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it was like Boy Scout camp where there was this mountain lion. I guess it killed a couple of kids before we got there. Yeah, it was like
Fuck, dude.
I'm like, holy, like what? So we had like our like the camp medic. I guess he went and got like a cougar tag to kill it. Well, we're on like a 6-mile hike-in pack trip. We're down by like this lake in the middle of nowhere, in some like forest somewhere, and
Yeah.
we're down by the lake. And in the middle of the night, I had to go, use the restroom. I had to go, and I went out, and I could have sworn I seen it, and like I blinked and it was gone, right? So I went back to the tent, and I could hear it coming up on the tent. And I figured it's probably just passing through, and it walked through, and then like 2 seconds afterwards, this enormous elk just bull rushes through everything and destroys all the brush, like the everything. Just goes straight through, and you could hear them like leap like yards at a time, like do 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 do.
Like the thumping or the
Yeah,
ground.
you could hear them go down
Yeah.
like from where we were, like 2 ridges down,
Yeah.
like in seconds, gone.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, like they're going easily 60-70 miles an hour. Well, that same cougar, I'm pretty sure actually followed me all the way back.
Whoa, that's fucked, man.
Yeah, there's actually this spook story I heard about this guy who was elk hunting, and he got the elk. He took a picture of it, and in the background you could see this little baby mountain lion in the background of the picture with him holding elk, like up the elk. It's like a 10, 11, 12 point buck, right? And,
Yeah.
and like the backdrop, like the little left hand corner, you could see behind him this little baby mountain lion snuck up on him and got in on the picture.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he's still around, he's alive. I mean, but
Like a full-grown one,
I
huh?
seen the guy, like that was there, the camp medic that was looking for this cougar, like a summer or two afterwards, at the shooting range I was doing my marksman badge, and he was still there. But yeah, it was spooky. I'm like, I heard the other side of the story. I'm like, that can't be him. The cougar had eaten him or something. That because I seen the dude. He's still there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, was that it or?
No, I mean, no. I have tons of those stories. I mean,
I was gonna say, there's one story I heard from my dad.
Yeah.
Once we can just kind of tell some spooky, scary stories, but you know, like Rocky Point Road, kind of by Skyline.
Kind of. I mean, it's like the
On
Bunker
the
Hill. Like you know, you get all the like the different
for people,
mountains.
I guess for people that don't know, this is Basque. Fuck.
Yeah.
The people that don't know the area, you know, we live kind of like in a valley, sort of, or I mean,
Well, it's
hills
the
by
gorge.
the river.
It's Columbia River.
Yeah,
it's all hills, mountains. You know, we're in the gorge.
Yeah, but that's kind of the best way to describe it. But anyways, up in the hills, there's a lot of dangerous ass fucking roads. Rocky Point's one of them. And my dad, he knew a lot of people that either wrecked or fucking died. But he told me this one story about this guy. That he was coming down it. So coming down a mountain or a hill or a big hill mountain in Rocky Point, it's not really a mountain, but it's very, you know, very, very hilly up there.
Yeah.
Whatever. And he was coming down it, kind of racing around. And it was just like, I guess he was going too fast. There's no guardrail there. Still. But a lot of people go there for the viewpoint. And it's like kind of not really straight down, but it's like a pretty inclined, like slope.
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to go. I don't even think there might be a sign there now, but you're supposed to go like 15 miles an hour. And then like you go to the left. Like it's.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, he's probably going 30, 40, 50 down this hill.
Yeah.
He just went straight off the cliff.
Whoa.
And then he rolled his car 6-7 times, and he survived, right? And he like broke some bones, or was disorientated. And this was like late at night.
Yeah.
And you know, with it rolling and stuff, the windows broke out. He was crawling out, right?
Yeah.
He was crawling out, and he was trying to make it to the road.
Yeah.
Because he rolled down, and it, like the road, how it works.
Yeah.
So he goes down, and then where he went out, like he goes down, and then to the left, he went straight into like the kind of little canyon there.
Yeah.
But the road, if he could crawl, maybe half mile, quarter mile, and he would be able to maybe stop somebody. But this was, you know, really late.
Yeah.
And then he basically got out of the car and was just like crawling out because apparently he broke his legs or something happened. But what the investigators said is fucking wolves or coyotes fucking ate him as he was crawling to the road. Like he was eaten or taken away because they couldn't recover his body, and they saw the trail of blood as he was trying to get to the road. And that was right off Rocky Point.
That was your dad?
No, that was my friend.
Oh, your dad
like
was telling the story.
He knew. Yeah, he told me this story.
I remember this story.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people know this story.
That was like 3 or 4 or 5 years ago?
I don't know when it happened, but it was quite a while ago.
Well, I don't remember anything about the coyotes. All I remember was this dude. He was driving down the road.
He survived the crash, and he was trying to get out.
Well, it was like this 50, 60-year-old dude, and he's driving down. He went over the edge.
Yeah.
And he was at the bottom of the ravine over by the stream, and the guy disappeared. They reported him missing. They were looking for him for days. They figured he got out and walked out.
Yeah.
They didn't. I never heard anything about it, like them finding anybody or anything. I didn't hear like the end of that story.
Yeah, but basically, what they concluded is that
got to him.
Like they found like bones and shit, like he was eaten alive, and that he was trying to crawl away from his vehicle after it flipped or whatever happened.
Whoa.
and he couldn't make it. Fucked the coyotes or whatever animal.
Like he was wounded. He broke
he was
limbs or
wounded.
something.
He couldn't fight him off, and he was fucked.
Whoa.
Like I was like, damn.
That's
that's right off Rocky Point. Man, I've been
the
there
true
before.
gray. Like
That's really fucking spooky.
Yeah,
You get
like
eaten alive, and that's only like 2 or 3 miles out of town. That's not even that far.
yeah,
You can get eaten alive, man.
yeah.
You know, if you're weak or whatever.
Well, like I said, I'm a survivor. I'm still here.
Yeah.
I've never been wounded or injured out in the woods. I mean, from what I know, I mean, you when you're alone in the woods in like a survival situation, you get wounded, you're done. I mean, you're not gonna
Unless
make
you have someone with you.
a 2,000-mile trek home like with a broken leg. I mean,
yeah, you gotta have some kind of weapons or something, or some way to recover,
yeah,
or shelter, or a teammate, or something, or
yeah.
things don't. Yeah, unless you just can manage, but it's really hard to after you get hurt bad.
Yeah, from what I know is the animals they can sense your fear. They can sense like if you're
They
like
smell
agitated.
blood and shit.
And they can smell blood. You know.
That's probably what happened to that guy too.
Yeah.
Because I bet he was bleeding out because it was like a trail of blood from his car.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I've gotten, lost in like not really a survival situation, but lost in the woods, where I've run into coyotes or whatever, and come within. I mean, so I've had times where I'm like out in a campfire and they'll come right up to you. And you can see their eyes, the reflections of the campfire like in their eyes as they're like hopping around, But no, I've been out in the woods and a whole pack of them. I mean, off in the distance, I could hear them echoing off the ridge, the side of the ridge, and I was down on the coast, and well, the long story is, we were out there camping, working and stuff, and I lost my sunglasses on the second night.
Yeah.
The first day I went up, I was up on the ridge. I went to the top of this rock quarry and went all the way up to the top. I was looking out, it was beautiful, right? Well, the second day I went out into the woods to the far end, and I lost my brand new sunglasses. So I spent all week out in the woods retracing my steps for those sunglasses, all week. Well, on the last day, I got out there, and I got lost. I went into like kind of panic mode. But like as a Boy Scout, I had a little bit of training, so I recognized that and stopped, slowed down, got my bearings, and eventually found my way out. When I got to the edge, I didn't know where I was at the time. I found out later on that I was actually at the edge, like I was almost back to the clearing to where we were at, and I heard these coyotes in the backdrop coming up closer. I mean, so first thing I did, I just grabbed the first like solid stick I could find. Peeled
that wasn't rotten or some shit.
Yeah, peeled the bark dust off, and I just gave it 3 good slices off the tip, for a spear, and hid in the bushes. I didn't see them; they just kept going, and then I was fine. I did the dumb thing though. I went back in. It was like almost dark, right? And I finally made it back. And I went back in, gave up, and on my way back out, I found my sunglasses. I was like right at the entrance when I first on the first day that I was out in these woods. I crossed this creek into the woods, like right at the entrance, and my sunglasses were right there on this rock in the water. Like I could see this little gleam. Like I'd given up all hope, and I'm like, my sunglasses are gone. I'm not getting them back, and they were there, like right there, like when I first went in. I was like, God shot.
I know. Sometimes like the harder you look for something, the less you actually fucking see. Like,
Hiding
the less you find. It's
in like
fucking weird.
plain sight. Yeah.
Right. So, but then when you're just kind of casually, just kind of looking around, you'll
Yeah.
somehow fucking see more. And
Yeah.
maybe it's just that you're more calm, or something. You're
Well,
more focused.
no, like I quite literally
I don't
gave
know.
up all hope, looked down, and
Yeah.
there they were.
Yeah.
Like, was like, holy shit,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, for the most part, the animals, they can sense your whether you're agitated or if you're like a threat to them, as much as they can sense your fear, like as prey, or the smell of blood. So I mean, it's just kind of a matter of like, being respectful of the animal.
Yeah.
If you walk into them and they're like jerking off, your brother's bedroom, whatever, it's like, oh hey, sorry, like I'll catch you later,
Yeah.
back out slowly. Don't like startle them or anything. Be respectful. You probably shocked them or whatever.
Don't go up to an animal
Yeah.
and trying to scare them if you're not expecting
No.
a
Yeah.
fight or something.
Yeah.
Like
No.
that.
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna want to do. Like if they see you as an aggressor, then they'll want to be aggressive back.
Yeah.
So then you just gotta be like hands off.
Yeah.
But all right, man. I think we'll just wrap this up real quick.
All right.
Let's see here. I gotta take this mask off. Dude.
All right. Well.